Hi everyone, this is Patricia with Southern Grace and Beauty here, and I am here to hopefully be back for a while, or be back filming for a while. You should know what I'm saying. But I am so sorry for just being so scatterbrained with posting and stuff like that with the holidays and everything. It's hard to pull that together when you got so many other things, you know. But anyways, I'm back hopefully for a while, so stick with me. So today I am going to be discussing something that, well, before I say that, I kind of have a goal in mind for 2020. As most of you know that kind of know me and know me personally, a lot of people I know personally watch my channel, but I'm very sorry there is a hair stuck to the side of my face, so I'm sorry. But anyways, people that know me in real life, and I may have mentioned it before here on YouTube, you may know on my blog, I am a licensed YouTuber. Oh goodness, I need to pull myself together. But I am a licensed esthetician in the state of North Carolina, and honestly, I've watched videos of my own videos in the past, and I've realized that I haven't really gone into depth about aesthetics and tips and tricks of the trade and stuff like that. So I figured, why not make that a goal for 2020? Go, not just do makeup tutorials, but go in depth as far as like skincare and products and the ingredients and whatnot. I think that would probably be a little more interesting, especially nowadays. What goes on under your makeup is just as important. I've just completely lost train of thought. I'm so sorry, but it's probably more important than the makeup that you put on over it. I mean, if you don't have a good skincare routine, then why put on makeup? Because it's just going to go on really crappy and you're just not going to have a good day. But I'm not saying that a good day revolves around having a good makeup day, but you get me here. But I thought that today I would discuss skincare essentials for the everyday woman. Like, I get that these days people are busy. People don't have the time to, like people like me, or YouTubers in general, beauty influencers. Their job is to make time to review and to do skincare and makeup, so they have to make the time for that. But what about the average everyday woman that works at an office or works at a store, has children, has family? What about those people? So I'm going to go into the essentials for those people who want to improve their skincare game, maybe do a little bit of self-care this year, maybe somebody that just wants to be more educated in this. And another thing too, I want to say that we as estheticians, especially those that have been in the field for a while, I'm talking like 5+ years, we tend to forget that not everybody is as knowledgeable as us. Like, a lot of times you'll read in articles or blogs or videos like this, they'll talk about the ingredients, they'll talk about what's good for you, they'll talk about what's bad for you, they'll go into the scientific part of it, but they forget that what if the average everyday woman is watching them? They're not going to understand that. So I'm going to kind of bring it down to their level, not necessarily dumb it down, but bring it down to the level of the average everyday woman that just wants to understand what this product is doing for them in general without having to give them a college degree, if you know what I mean. But if you want to stay tuned and see what I had to say about this subject, so keep watching. The first thing I want to talk about is cleansing. Now, cleansing is kind of I don't want to say a controversial topic, because I guess really it's personal preference for a lot of people, especially when it comes to the average everyday woman. But I want to say that cleansing is more than just taking a bar of soap, lathering it in your hands and washing off and move on with the rest of your day. Cleansing is so much more than that, and especially if you want to improve your skincare routine, you want to make sure you're investing. When it comes to skincare in general, invest in skincare more than you do makeup, because like I said earlier, what you put on underneath the makeup is more important than the makeup itself. So when it comes to cleansing, you're going to want to invest in something that's going to do something for your skin. Now, a cleanser and face wash, they're all used interchangeably, but there are many different types of cleansers out there. You've got some for sensitive skin, you've got exfoliating face washes, you've got some that do a deep pore cleanse, some that you use once a day. Sometimes you use them once a week, twice a week. Whatever it is, find what is suitable for you, whatever your skin type is. When it comes to choosing skincare in general, make sure that you are choosing your products that is based on your skin type. So if you are an oily person, or say dry person like me, I'm going to choose something that's moisturizing, and since I have sensitive skin, I might want to go along the route of something that's geared towards sensitive skin. So maybe that product might reduce redness, or it might again do a deep pore clean. And again, it just has to do with your personal skin type, and I'll delve more into that when we get into masks and treatments and stuff like that. But cleansers are very important. One is going to get rid of all the dirt and all the impurities. When you wake up in the morning, if you're like me, you're probably waking up sweating, and it's just not a pretty sight. So cleansing is just going to help, make you feel a little bit better. And two, if you're esthetician, a lot of estheticians will tell you to do a double cleanse. So that means to, first of all, get rid of the impurities, get rid of the dirt and the sweat, say if you're doing this in the morning. And if you had the time, do a double cleanse. That means once you've got the general wash down, take like a rotating brush, or maybe be a little more aggressive with your hands, whatever you've got going on. Make sure that you are taking that cleanser and really taking your time and work on your trouble areas. So say if you've got a pore problem, take that cleanser and you're going to want to work right here, or right here, where the pores are going to be more prominent. The next thing I'm going to talk about is exfoliation. Now, talk about controversial. Especially within the past few years, there's been there's been very big talk, especially in the beauty community, about the kind of exfoliation that you're using, whether it be your physical exfoliation or your chemical exfoliation. We're going to talk more about physical exfoliation, which means it's probably going to be that face wash again, the exfoliating face wash, or something that says your exfoliator. When it comes to that, this is just my personal preference. I like something that has the small beads in it, and it's going to be really aggressive with my dry skin. I can't handle something that does not have the beads, because it's not doing enough for my skin. And my skin is so sensitive at times that I cannot use a chemical exfoliation. And so I have to be careful about the kind that I use. So the beaded exfoliation is going to help get rid of the dead skin cells without irritating my skin. And let's do a little bit of a game here. Let's count how many times I can say skin in one video. But exfoliation is generally you're getting rid of the dead skin cells off the surface of your skin, and if it's a really good exfoliator, it's going to really smooth your face out for a nice canvas for the rest of your products on, including your makeup. And it's going to set the stage for your other products to sink in, because what happens is those dead skin cells sit on top of your skin. Again, how many times can I say that word in one video? It sits on the surface of your skin, and it's blocking the product. You might wonder, well, what's wrong with this really expensive moisturizer that I just got? What's wrong with it? Why is it working for me? Well, maybe it's because either you're using the wrong kind of exfoliator or you're not using one at all. So I would highly recommend getting an exfoliator, because it's going to help everything else work. We're going to move on to treatments and masks. Now, a lot of people say, well, that's gearing towards more of the advanced kind of, that's not for the average day woman. But I would beg to differ, because what woman doesn't want to spend 15-20 minutes out of their week even to sit down, relax with the treatment on their skin to make sure that they're getting something good for their skin, you know? So a mask or a treatment, I would probably say that about 90% about 90% of your skincare benefits are coming from masks and treatments. And they'll even tell you that in a spa. If you ever visit a spa for a facial, they will say that the mask is the most important part of that particular treatment, because it's giving you what you need. And with a mask, again, you're going to be choosing that according to your specific skin type. So let's just say, for me again, I've got dry skin. So I'm going to be, when I'm speaking with my esthetician, I'm going to be telling her that I've got dry skin, I've got a little bit of sensitivity issues going on, I've got some pores going on right here. But my goal is to be more moisturized. I want to be hydrated. So what she's going to do is go into her little stockroom area, and she's going to choose a mask that is geared towards that skin type again. So some of the ingredients you might look for might be a specific type of oil or essential oil, or something along those lines. I'm still studying ingredients, so I can't really say for a fact what kinds of ingredients go into what just yet, but I will go more into depth in that in future videos when I do study on it a little more. But you're going to be looking for hydrating ingredients. If you have dry skin, you're going to look for healthy, especially for dry skin, you want healthy ingredients. It's very hard to steer clear from alcohol these days, because that is a very big preservative. But I would suggest looking for something, if you've got the extra money, invest in something that's natural, has healthier ingredients. A lot of estheticians, if they are watching this right now, they would probably be crucifying me in their head if they knew that I'm totally not against drugstore products, because drugstore products are amazing. So if you don't have the extra bucks, it's totally okay, because drugstores are coming out with amazing products these days. So don't be afraid to try those out. But masks, since I just finished going off on a tangent, a mask is going to, again, give you about 90% of that treatment that you need. And if you take something home from the esthetician or if you buy it from a store, you're going to follow the instructions, and generally they will tell you to use it once or twice a week, possibly 15 to 20 minutes during that day. Usually people do it during the evening. And with treatments are a little bit more different than a mask. Treatments, you are generally leaving that on maybe about an hour. Some of them will tell you to leave it on all night. And what that will do, you will see a big difference the next morning. When you look in the mirror, you're going to see a big difference when you wipe it all away. Again, you're going to be cleansing, making sure all that sweat and that oil and that dirt is coming off, and you'll see a big difference. So that is a mask, and that is a treatment. And treatments are usually deeper than a mask. Like if you have a pore problem, there are products out there that will deep treat the pores, like actually physically reduce the appearance of the pores. A lot of products are marketed as it will completely get rid of your pores in 24 hours. It's probably not true, but kudos to whoever come up with that if it actually does work. But that treatment is going to reduce the appearance of pores or reduce the appearance of acne if you've got acneic skin. If you've got oily skin, you've got clay treatments that will soak up that excess oil and put in moisture back into your skin. I don't know what's going on here. Maybe I'm juggling my options. But the next and the last thing we're going to talk about is moisturizer. Now, I would have mentioned toner, but that gets more advanced. But I will discuss toner again in future videos. But your moisturizer is very important, because without the moisturizer, especially if you have dry skin, it's just not going to feel right. You're going to get flaky, you're going to get even more dry, and it is not a pretty sight. So a moisturizer is, as the name would suggest, it brings the moisture back into your skin, and if it's got SPF in it, that is a bonus, because we all need the SPF. I'm the one to talk because I do not use it, but I plan to very soon. But a moisturizer, again, is geared towards your skin type. If you have dry skin like me, you want to have something that's it's heavier. You want something that's heavier, more creamy based. Like, I personally like to use Pond's. I use Pond's creams. Dry skin might want to use something a little bit lighter, like a gel. Not dry skin, oily skin. Oily skin will want to use something like a gel. And the sensitive skin, they'll probably market it as, like on the bottom there where it usually says your skin type, it'll probably say sensitive or dry to sensitive skin or oily to sensitive skin, something along those lines. So look for that, look for your skin type, and you should be good to go. Well, I hope that you enjoyed this video, this very long, rambly video. I hope I did okay. This is the very first time that I've really done an educational video of sorts, but I hope that this helped someone out there, because I really like to educate people. I like to inform people, especially when it comes to skincare, because there is not a lot of beginner information out there as far as your skincare. It's all advanced. It's all about the ingredients. It's all about what's good for you, what's bad for you. So we've got to take a step back and say, hey, there are beginners out here who have absolutely no clue what we're talking about. So I hope that this helped a little bit, and I will see you guys in my next video.